Mel P. Check it out. It's the podcast Gears in the Rear. This is where we're going to touch on the muscle cars. We're going to touch on the exotic cars. We're going to touch on the foreign cars. We're going to touch on the true expensive cars and how to make your car look expensive on a dime. Oh, yeah. Mic check 1, 2. It's your boy Mel P. I'm back with another episode of Gears in the Rear. I got my man Dre Cut with me. Mr. Dre, a.k.a. Dre Kizzle, my nizzle.
What's good? What's good?
Nothing much, man. Holler at the kid, man. Glad to have you up on here on this platform, man. Just talking our shit, doing what we do. Gears in the Rear. In case y'all didn't know, I call this man the rap king. He has had major cars. He's notorious for his foreigns and his exotics, but he's also notorious for being the rap king. He has rapped a lot of shit, you guys. Nobody else has rapped more than Dre. He's had fresh colors. He brought you shit 10 years ago that dudes are just now doing in the game. He was the first to rap a Crossfire platinum Crossfire. Nobody else did it but Dre.
It was chrome.
It was chrome, so we're going to go chrome.
Yeah, we're going to say chrome, not platinum.
It was chrome. I call it.
Some people call platinum chrome.
I call it platinum. When all y'all was drinking that, we was talking that platinum and shit. You know what Jay-Z was talking, all that shit on that Reasonable Doubt album. But my man Dre Cut, man, glad to have you in the building.
Appreciate to be here.
Man, so Dre, talk to us a little bit. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. What got you in the cars? How we got here today, my guy?
Well, I'm an entrepreneur. I like to make money. If I can make some money somehow, most likely, I'm going to go after it. Every opportunity out there, I try to go for it. I believe that opportunities are endless once you realize that they exist. So I just go for it always. And what got me into cars is my dad. My dad worked in the automotive industry my whole life growing up. And, I remember 10 years old, being at a dealership washing cars on days that I didn't have to go to school.
Wow, side hustle. Did y'all catch that? He was side hustling, washing cars on days he didn't have to go to school. Come on now.
Yeah. So it was cool. I got to see brand new cars as, taking off the plastic and doing the first detail of a car. And I remember it was so funny that you mentioned the Crossfires because he worked for Chrysler at that moment. And when that Crossfire came out, it was one of the cars that I told my dad to get. We couldn't afford it back then, so when I grew up, a little bit older, I was able to buy it for myself.
Check that out. Give it up for Pops on the job in the Crossfire. I'm telling you, man, can't make this shit up, man. Can't make this shit up.
Yeah, so, it's been dear to me, the car industry. I worked in the car industry for many years, and, always hustling, trying to sell a car. I was ranked 4th in the Northwest for Kia Motors. I used to sell 30 to 35 cars a month.
Hold on. Let's not just get past the accolades like that. In case y'all didn't hear, my man said he was ranked 4th in the Northwest.
4th in the Northwest.
Y'all know what that means for selling cars on the left coast? 4th. So that man was slanging cars.
Yeah, I was highly, recognized. I got plaques, all the different things. I sold tons of new cars.
Plaques on plaques, you feel me?
Yeah.
Plaques on plaques, man. They call him Dre Cut, in case y'all didn't know, man. Plaques on plaques.
Dre Cut need a cut of everything.
Woo, y'all hear him?
I'm just talking, man.
That's what we do up here, man, when we talking that shit about these cars, man, on Gears in the Rear, man. Definitely appreciate you for sliding through on me. But like you were saying, you got the plaques. 4th in the Northwest. You've been selling cars. You went from a car wash guy to selling cars. 4th in the nation. Or on the West Coast. West Coast. Keep talking your shit, Dre Cut.
It was cool. I had the opportunity to, meet a lot of people in the car industry. And, it kind of pushed me into being able to buy these cars, buy different foreigns and get good deals on them and figure out how to finance them if I finance them, or, the right people to, detail a car or get a part for a car. So I got the inside loop to how dealership work and financing and all that. So, yeah, cars are like, part of my life.
So we're not gonna skip over this. We're gonna dissect it a little bit more. Throughout your time in the industry, not only were you top seller, but it gave you the inside track on what to look for when you started getting your own vehicle. Correct?
Absolutely.
So quick tip. This is where we give a little tip real quick. What's one of the tips you would give one of our viewers when it goes to buying a car?
Okay, the biggest tip I can give you when purchasing a vehicle is know what you qualify for. Know what the bank is going to give you. If you know that, I mean, gosh, the world is your oyster. You're not depending on a man behind a glass wall to say yes or no or what they can do for you. You're telling them what you're going to do instead of them giving you the other side of it.
Okay, so how would we go about? So if I'm a person, right? You said know what I qualify for, what I do. What would you suggest? Do I go to my bank and find out? Do I walk in the dealership and see how much the car costs and then try to figure out what's the down payment to the ratio payment? Like, give me a little quick breakdown on when you say no or what I'm doing.
Not your bank doesn't always have the best rates. All right, your bank doesn't always have the best rates. You have to know what banks are doing what at what credit score. So, for instance, if you're in Oregon, they have OCCU. OCCU is good if you want to stretch out your payment for 84 months. But if you went with On Point will give you a lower rate at 72 months versus what OCCU would do.
Gotcha.
So it's just kind of playing the field on what best works for your financial situation. So, yeah, knowing exactly what you qualify for with what bank so you can go in basically with a blank check and buy whatever you want.
Ooh, walking in with a blank check, you guys. We got to walk in with a blank check. All right, so you got a quick little tip. He told you about what we're doing when he's with these cars, but we got to get back to the man for what he's known for. I'm telling you guys. He gave us a little brief story about the Crossfire, working for Chrysler. He rapped that. That's one. Tell us what else you rapped. Tell us what else you rapped. Tell him how hot you is. Tell him what else you rapped.
Well, I rapped a couple Maseratis.
Again, Mr. Mozzie is what he's also known as Mr. Mozzie around here. Not the rapper. Maserati, the car.
The car. A Tesla Model X.
Talk your shit about the Tesla. Talk your shit about the Tesla.
I know you like the Tesla. The Tesla
I love the
hot.
Tesla, you guys.
Tesla
Let me tell you something.
hot.
He put Tesla on the market so hard with his rap. He had every old white guy in the industry. Man, everywhere we went. You know that guy? You know that guy? We were somewhere out. Man, that's not they don't have that model on the floor. I went to call and order that model. Tesla said that's not something they do. How did he get it that color? What did he do? Car just came out. What did he do?
Tiffany blue. That's what the color was called. Tiffany blue. And I think what really killed it on that car was that not only did I do the outside, I did the interior as well. So all of the wood grain areas, all of the shiny black, piano black, I did it in Tiffany blue. So if you open the doors, all you see is just, it was dipped in and out. So, it was a car that like
we called it the baby Smurf. We called it the baby Smurf. It was so hot.
It was a hot car.
We called it the baby Smurf. Oh my goodness. So let me tell y'all something, man. So that was the Tesla. One of the joints that I liked that he rapped, he had a red Mozzie 4-door. It was clean. Talk to me about that. I called it the Blazer.
That was cool. I'm gonna tell you the pros and cons about that is that it was hot rod red from Avery's. That was the color, right? And when I was looking at it online, I watched tons of videos saying, okay, is this the right color? Is this is it going to come out right? And after they wrapped my car, sometimes in the sun, it looked a little orange.
Mm-hmm. Now, because it had that flop.
It had that flop.
That flop.
Yeah. But the interior of that Maserati was also red. So it was kind of like, it was a darker red. So sometimes it gave it that orange feel, but it was bloody. However you look at it.
He was playing the tangibles. They called him that Miami boy. They thought he was fresh out of Miami with that joint, man.
Yeah, but it was the matte. The matte kind of gave it that little orange feel. But you know what? When I had that racing stripe in the middle that was gloss.
Come on now.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on now. He was the first to do matte black with the gloss on a Mozzie in the town. Y'all don't understand that, man. Give it up for this guy, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all have no idea. I call him Mr. Rap. While y'all playing, see, the left coast is behind on this. Let me tell you what they're doing in the South and in the Midwest and on the East. They rapping, but they're not rapping like this man is rapping. He been in the game 10 years on the rap circuit, and he's been rocking it ever since. So we talked to you about we called it the Baby Smurf. That was the Tesla. You heard about how they want that. We hit you with the 10 years ago. He had the Crossfire, Chrome. Not platinum, but some call it platinum.
Right.
Some they call it chrome. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, my man, he went to the Marrow. He had the wine, champagne wine.
Oh man, I almost forgot about that.
See,
car.
he's rapped so much he didn't forgot. Hit him with the Z.
Oh man.
Hit him with the Z one time.
Oh man, the ZL1. Oh my gosh, 750 horses.
We got pictures.
Oh, it's stupid.
We got pictures of all the cars.
It was stupid. Rose gold, chrome. Yeah, that was a head turner. I mean, you couldn't go anywhere without someone, throwing the thumbs up and waving and taking pictures. I mean, what a great car.
Come on.
Amazing car.
What we called her the Rose Factory. The Rose Factory. I mean, it was bringing them to you left and right, my guy.
Man, it was a beautiful car, man. The only thing about the ZL1, I'm going to always give you the pros and the cons.
Talk
right?
to us.
The ZL1, with it having 750 horses. And
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Not ponies. We're talking about horses. 750 of them. Ass can wiggle.
Yeah, man, that's exactly what it did. It wiggled. It wiggled a little too much. And with the Oregon weather, the rain, I mean, I'm telling you, that car didn't want to do nothing but just spin. It just wanted to spin.
Well, shout out to my man E40 and Be Legit. Love to see my old school dance in the rain.
Hey.
You know what I mean? You had to have that wiggle on him, man. That wiggle on him.
Yeah. I wanted to just, so that's why I ended up, I'm a little segue. That's why I ended up getting the Maserati SUV, the Levante.
Uh-oh. I was trying to save it, but my man done spilled the beans. See, I told y'all he's Mr. Rap, and he said he's rapped a couple of Mazzies. I was trying to hold on to that one, but he did his own segue. You know what I'm saying? Now that you done did that, man, break us off a little bit of something. But we're going to keep that last one in the tank. Don't let the last one out. We're going to keep the last one in the tank. Talk to us a little bit about this Mazzy, this SUV rapper.
Oh, man. I had to, so I've done, matte
Pictures.
colors.
I've
done satin. I've done chrome. I've done, so many different, flops of how, top all black, and then doing the colors. So on the Mazzy, I wanted to do something that was a color shift. I didn't want it to be too crazy, some Maserati, He said, showing them pictures, huh?
We gonna have it. We got them. We got them, and it's definitely gonna be on the board soon.
Ooh-wee.
Come on now.
Hey, but this color right here, man, it turns from like a purple to a blue to a gray.
So it's not a chameleon paint, but it has that flop. It has that pearl flop.
It's like a mix between like a flop and a chameleon. It's kind of tough.
A floppy chameleon?
It's a weird kind of a wrap, because some people, you can look at it, but then of course if you just change your angle, it's a whole different color.
Ooh. Whole different color.
It's mean.
It's super mean. And I admire the fact that you stuck with that, because with the Blazer Mazzy, you had that flip of orange, red. You was like, oh, wait. Yeah. And then you had the red guts on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
And then now you just came back. You hit them with the rose gold. So we had roses. We had roses. And then we just put this other one between the flop and the pearl.
And it's a crazy mix. See, I didn't want to do anything too crazy, because we still got the baseball on the inside. Ooh. We got that saddle, that saddle brown. So you can't go too crazy, because when you open up your doors, you don't want the inside to kind of off,
gotta have
the
that flow.
outside.
You gotta have that flow.
It's a real classy look. It's hard to describe, but every time I go somewhere and something like in this park, you get the young ladies who come up and say, "Ooh, ooh, 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 I like that."
You see what I'm saying? We like that, but check this out. That's my man Dre Cut. This is Gears in the Rear. We got to go ahead and take care of some bills. We're going to get with you in just a second here. Stay tuned to Gears in the Rear.
Collisions, scratches, bodywork, general repairs, car accidents happen. Avoid the headaches with Gresham Collision Center. We'll work directly with your insurance company and get your car up and running like new. Book your appointment today at Gresham Collision Center, 150 Northeast Kelly Avenue in Gresham, Oregon, 97030.
All right, it's your boy Mel P. Here with my guy Dre Cut. We back from the break. Gears in the Rear. Before we get into this last one, give him a shout out on your social media, my guy. Let him know how we could get a hold of my man Dre Cut.
Oh, man.
How can we check out a picture or two? How can we see some of this greatness, this entrepreneur, and this flip or the flop? Because we ain't gotten to what he's done to some of his properties. You think he wrapped his cars. My man got the black house on a couple of blocks. You feel me?
That's funny. I like that.
He got the black house on a couple of blocks.
That's a nice segue in a second.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Okay, yeah. You can look at me, or you can find me on Instagram at Dre Cut. Just DRECUT. You look that up, you'll find me for sure.
And you definitely get the chance to take adventure of these raps. I'm telling y'all, man, he been doing this shit 10 years, man. While all y'all playing around and thinking and think y'all just now getting in the game, this guy been doing it for a long time. And his rap guy, we're going to have him on here. And when I tell you he's the business, man. I mean, this dude get jams. He get all the chrome, all the trim. I mean, he get you inside. Now, I'm telling y'all, when y'all should have saw the baby Smurf Tesla, when I tell you that these old white people who love Teslas was trying to find this car, man, he almost could have sold it on the streets and got more top dollar than the dealership.
Oh, man, it was so crazy. Can I tell you a little something
Talk
about
to
that?
me real quick.
When I traded the car in, before it can hit the lot, it was already sold.
You hear that? Some of you dudes is buying stuff that's taking you a long time to sell. Some of you guys are buying stuff that don't even have good sale value. The car was sold before it hit the lot.
It was sold.
Talk your stuff, Dre Cut. Now, come on, man. We know who done this, man. Give that man a round of applause. You feel me? It's Dre Cut. So now we got to get into this one that was, I mean, let me tell you, folks done talked about it. We done heard about it. I seen it one time down on the East Coast. He pulled up on your boy and said, Mel P, I got something that's ooh-wee. I said, what you mean? That's ooh-wee. And this was before the Mazda. So let's check this out. This was before he wrapped the Maserati SUV. He had one more done. And when I tell you guys, it was straight flip-flopping. It was ooh to the wee. We pulled up at the donut spot.
Donut spot, boy.
We pulled up at the donut spot, and you would have thought it was just a car show, doors open, man. It was just, ooh wee. The police pulled in and was like, are you kidding me? Whose idea was this, man? Shout out to the Rover.
Man, the cameras everywhere.
Everywhere. It was just, I mean, it was hanging out their windows. That your car? Did you brought it like that? I mean, the way the sun hit it. I mean, one lady said, just can I just take a picture? I've never seen colors change like that on a car. Tell them what the last but not least is. Hit them with the 1, 2.
Man, I had to do a chrome color shifting Range Rover. And then I put 24-inch rims on it to match Lexani's gold rims on it. But the color shift is crazy. The color shift, I mean, literally it goes from blue to, gold to green. It's like a chameleon.
My man said, we're going to do something strange in the range.
Something strange in the range.
Something strange in the range. You feel me? Again, man, I can't make this up, man. I brought you guys the Rap King. He was rapping cars first. I dare somebody else challenge me on that. It's been a while, man. I told you, the guy gave you the rundown. His pops worked at the dealership. He started off as a car washer. They couldn't afford the Crossfire. So when he got old enough, he brought the Crossfire, put it in platinum, but we call it chrome, but some may call it platinum. You know what I'm saying? And this is what he do, man. Come on, man. It's Gears in the Rear, man. While we talk, man, hit him a little bit more what else you did to the Rove.
Man, the Rove, of course I put the slap in it.
Oh, it's got bang. It's got bang. Ooh,
and then we went two-tone. So it's all chrome at the bottom, like the main meat of the car. And then the hood, the roof and the windows and all that's all blacked out. So, it's not. Sometimes you get people who do too much on their cars. This is a nice mixture with blacking out all of the,
Oh my
chrome
God.
on it. It is amazing.
Ooh, to the way. When I tell you we got pictures.
Ooh,
We got pictures.
that's a nice picture.
Ooh, get them.
It makes me want to wash my car.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We was going to get into that.
Mhm.
That's another good segue.
Okay.
When you're dealing with wraps, man, tell them how you keep it clean and not filthy.
Man, you got to do a little bit of Mr. Miyagi,
Wax on, wax off. Shout out to my man, Mr. Miyagi, and that, you know what I'm saying, that Karate Kid. Major shout out and love to Karate Kid.
You have to hand wash it. I mean, it's going to give your car a little bit more life. It's going to keep the colors bright. At the same time, it's going to be something that, you can see how the weather has affected the wrap too. Because sometimes you got to trim a couple pieces. You got to, get your heat gun out there to lay some parts down if they kind of pull up. But I mean, hand washing it is number one. And don't use all these detergents out there.
Talk to them, Dre.
Yeah, you keep
Talk
it
to 'em,
simple.
Dre.
Keep it simple. Do the basic, like Dawn soap, just a little drop.
Just a little
long way.
drop.
Just a little drop.
Just a little drop.
Hand water. Hand
Drip,
and water.
drop,
That's it.
drop, drip, stop, drip, ghost ride, the whip. Come on now. Come on now. My man said just a little soap and water, man. Listen, we giving you some real live tips on how to keep this wrap right. Like I told y'all, man, this guy's the rap king, and we got pictures. So check us out, Gears in the Rear. Follow us on Instagram. Hit us on all major platforms. We uploading pictures on the daily. We uploading content on the daily. You will be able to check out all of Dre's raps. You'll be able to see the man with the master plan. And he's not done yet, you guys. This dude flips and rap cars better than he does draws. You hear me?
Yeah.
He knows the game. He can put us in the game. He can teach us the game. And that's what we're about when we go into Gears in the Rear, man. Talk to him about the rap guy, man. What was that process like? What was the length about it? Because you're a guy that leads it on the urge and on the fly, man. Talk to me.
So, I mean, when it comes down to getting a rap, man, I research. I got to see what's out there. I just don't go with what everybody else is doing. I have to be different. I have to go for something exotic. So, if I'm spending money,
Talk that trash. Spend your money. Can't be cheap on the rap, you guys.
Can't be cheap, especially a chrome one. A chrome one takes 3 or 4 times more, effort to actually do it than a regular wrap.
So all you cheap guys out there that want that cheap paint, you getting a cheap wrap, prepare to be cheap.
Yeah, don't go with the cheap wrap. That's chrome. You're gonna be very upset.
And then they come out looking like Reynolds wrap, and you wonder why they got to go run and grab some foil, heat up some foil, and put it next to their car. Come on, man!
They got wrinkles everywhere.
Wrinkles everywhere. They out there with a heat gun trying to iron it out.
Try to fix it, huh? So yeah,
Come on, man.
But my guy, he takes care of me. Actually, what's so funny is that he messaged me last night with a couple ideas, and what we could change the range to, because he knows that I'm like a 6 month kind of guy, 6 to 8 months. I get tired of a car. I want something new. So he threw some new ideas. There's a couple new brands out there that are doing some real crazy raps.
Come on.
And
the SEMA week. And the SEMA week. We should have been in Vegas.
Oh, man.
We should have been doing Gears in the Rear in Vegas this week. It's
Absolutely.
SEMA week. So I know he's watching where people got new rap techniques.
Absolutely.
They out there talking about new product.
Yes.
We're going to bring that to you on Gears in the Rear. We're going to tap into a little bit of all that. Like I said, man, we're trying to bring this culture club back to Oregon where they say it don't exist. If you ain't paying attention, man, we got young bucks out here doing LS swaps. We got, we got dudes in their backyard putting up paint booths. You know what I'm saying? Your boy, your finest. I'm trying to go into sewing. I'm finna about getting the interior work. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of waiting on these guys. I'm trying to get me a sewing machine. You feel me?
Do it myself, man. I can't depend on nobody else.
Come on, man. Take the expectations off the table. Let me get it in. If the stitch is wrong, it'll be a B grade. You know what I'm saying? Just like Nike. Sell me the B grades. I might not always want the A grade.
Right.
Sell me the B grade, man.
Right.
So that's cool, man. So, one of the things that we asked that we doing on here, man, I'm stealing this from another show, man, is if you can get a guy on here, we can get him interviewed, let's bring him in. So we're definitely going to get you the rap guy. We're going to try to get him in here. He can go over some stuff about raps, give you his little portfolio and his little taste. But definitely, I mean, man, wait till you guys see the range. I mean, this is sick. I mean, you got people all over the country, man. I put this up last week, and folks is hitting me from the Midwest like, hey, man, hey, man, that look like my Cutlass, man. They got a Cutlass out in the Midwest that's wrapped like that, man. How do you get that on that whole rove like that? How you get that rove like that?
Yeah. It was, I will admit, that it took longer than, okay, so once again, when you're doing chrome, it takes more time. So, I mean, an average wrap, to do is usually about 4 to 5 days, right? Nonstop, 4 to 5 days, you can have a wrap done. But that was like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks to wrap that one. And that was only 2-tone. So, like, we had to really, like, it's not even the whole car, is wrapped like that. So it still took 3 weeks because you can't stretch it at all. So when you put it on, it's there. So you have to, there was some parts that we had to take back, like, okay, man, this didn't sit right, refix it, and my guy's really good at it. Yeah.
Wiggles.
Yeah, it's a tough one to do, and I would say like 95% of the wrap companies in Oregon won't even touch chrome. They won't even touch it.
So you heard that, right? Let's make sure we recap that one. Let's not let that go over our eyes. They won't even touch chrome.
Won't even touch it.
And how many you had done chrome?
Maybe like 5.
Oh. Man, give it up for my guy. Come on now, man. They won't even touch it. And he's had 5.
Yeah.
He's had 5. Come on, man. He's the people's champ, man, when it comes to this chrome shit, man. Y'all heard it here first, man. So don't let nobody else tell you nothing different. And if they do, tell them come up here and display their shit on Gears in the Rear. Let us see, because we got proof. We go all the way back 10 years, man. You feel me? We in the game. But my guy, I want to appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming up here, giving this interview.
Thank you.
Talking your shit about how wrapping cars, how does it go, the process, your love for cars. Started off as a car washer in the garage. Pops was slanging cars. You started slanging cars. Became 4th on the left coast in the Northwest slanging cars.
Yeah.
And appreciate your tips on making sure you know what you're bringing into the dealership before you get there.
Absolutely.
Know what you're doing before you get there. Once again, it's your boy Mel P. We on Gears in the Rear. You got my guy Dre Cut. Appreciate you. We got to bring him back because he's going to rap something else. Something has got to go. The Mozzie might go. Maybe even me. Something got to go. You know what I'm saying? Your boy going to keep something fresh. I'm going to talk to him because I'm thinking about rapping the old school. I'm thinking about having him get an old school. See, he's used to all these expensive cars. I told him get his hands on the old school and put a little bit of money into it. Let him get his fingers wet a little bit so he can hold on to it. But he's impatient. He wants it on his time. He wants it on his dime. So we're going to try to see what we're going to do with that. Before we get out of here, though, my guy, give him your shout-out again, man. Let's make sure we get all your information on these social media platforms.
Absolutely. You can look me up on Instagram at Dre Cut. Just Dre Cut, DRECUT. Man, my platform is open, so you can see everything. So, yeah, I'm available. Hit me.
And don't forget, he's an entrepreneur. Here's what I left out that I'm going to give you to right now. The man knows about houses and homes and how to get a deal. So not only are we slanging cars, we're working on how to get some houses and get this credit right. He's been giving away it for free. He hasn't been asking for much. All he's asking for you to do is to be a student of the game, pay attention, follow the rules, and make it through. So you execute. I'm next up on the list. He's going to take care of your boy as long as I stick to what I do. Once again, man, thank y'all for Gears in the Rear, for coming out. My man, Dre Cut. Appreciate you. I want to give a big shout out to my guy, Jess Stone, Thorn City Syndicate. You know, we up here with this podcast. You know what I'm saying? This is all we got, and this is what we do. Appreciate y'all, man. Much love and respect. Until next time, stay tuned, you guys. Check us out on that Instagram, Gears in the Rear. Peace.